it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD. Okay, so look, every new story time I drop, I always get the same comment in the comment section. BHD, where's the old BHD Storytime music, man? I missed that instrumental WRECKS on the beat. You know what I'm saying? And I feel you completely. I want the old WRECKS on the beat too. But I can't use that beat anymore because it turns out WRECKS is a piece of shit. Oh man, he is a legitimate piece of doo-doo. Like the worst kind of it, man. It's like cream with orange chunks in it, you know what I'm saying? And it burned on the way out because you had too many hot Cheetos yesterday, even though I knew I shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? And now allow me to tell you guys the story that brought me to the conclusion that WRECKS on the beat ain't shit. So look, so this is what happened. Y'all already know in like 70 plus of my story times that I did back in the yesteryears, I had WRECKS on the beat on that mug. You know what I'm saying? That was my shit. And then out of nowhere, I got copyrighted for like every single one of those story times, right? And at first, I was like, that's cool. I ain't even tripping, you know what I mean? That's completely fine. But every time I tried to do a new BHD story times, I would use that beat because it was kind of the beat that you guys knew for the story times. It would get copyrighted. And it got to the point where I basically just gave up on BHD story times because I was like, bruh, I'm gonna keep getting copyrighted for everything I do. This sucks. Until I kept reading you guys' comments about bring BHD Storytime back, and I was like, look, man, these are my peoples. They want to know my life stories. I'm gonna bring it back. So what I did was I hit up WRECKS. I went on WRECKS on the Beats YouTube, and I got his contact information, and I hit him up, and I was like, yo, hey man, what's up? Like, I got copyrighted for all of the story times that I had your beat in. And he was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Cause like, I got tired of people using my stuff and not paying me for it and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, you know what? That's cool. I completely understand. One thing I will say is he was very, very bitter towards talking to me. And, doing YouTube, as in doing show business, it's a rough thing to do because you run into a lot of people who try to screw you over. And the first thing I wanted to do was let this dude know that I was not one of those people. You know what I mean? I don't want to screw you over. Your beat, even though it wasn't instrumental, double entendre, to the success of BHD Storytime, it was still something that gave it a little bit of kick, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I was like, yo, can I make it right that I still use your beat? Because I want to use the WRECKS on the beat for the BHD story times. And the dude, he was like, oh, okay, well, you gotta buy a license to use the beat. And I was like, oh, word? That sounds good. How much does it cost? And he was like, well, if you buy the license of the beat, then it's just $200 and you can use it as much as you want and you won't get copyrighted. And I was like, oh, word? All right, cool. So I sent him the $200 to use the beat. And then, you know what I mean? And then we talked a little bit more about maybe, him making me another beat or, just talked about music. He was, kind of cool to talk to. We talked about a little bit of life. You know what I mean? We kicked it for like an hour over the phone. You know what I'm saying? And then we got off the phone and I was like, all right, that's what's up. So then I immediately went back into making more BHD Storytime. So then, I made another BHD Storytime and I put that beat on it and then I put it on YouTube and then I got another copyright situation with that. And then, so I hit him up and I was like, hey, yo, what's going on? I paid you for the license of the beat already. And he was like, yeah, you did. But I need more. I need more money. And I'm like, what? But I already paid you for the license of the beat. And he's like, yeah, but you made more than $200 off of your story times. And I'm like, yeah, I did, but I'm pretty sure the people came for the story times. I mean, given none of my titles ever said featuring Rex on the beat, like, people came for the stories. They didn't come for your beat, even though your beat was nice. They didn't come. They came to hear my life experiences. Your beat is, and even add insult to injury, you done copyrighted 80% of all of my BHD story times. And I've done like 120. So just off the top of my dome, that's about 90 story times, bro. You done copyrighted all of them. You getting residual money off of all of my stories. I don't even get money from my own stories. You getting all the money from the stories. And like, the money you made from the stories is more than likely more than $200 by now. You getting paid residuals off of my work. But I never brought that up because his beat was in it. So, it is what it is. It's water under the bridge. And I'm the type of person that always likes to try to look as the cup half full. I don't try to get into places where I'm just talking like, yo, no, you owe me this. I don't want to argue with nobody. So I was just like, okay, how much? And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I never planned on giving him any more money than the $200 that I paid him to use his beat without being copyrighted, which I never got that. He just got that $200. And a lot of people would look at it and be like, oh, he screwed you. And it's like, yeah, but, oh God. So this, I guess people can kind of see why I don't really trust a lot of anybody, because I've run into this a lot of times. So yeah, I'm just like, okay, well, and it's at this point that I understood that he screwed me, but I wanted to see how hard he wanted to screw me. No homo, of course, but I really wanted to see how much of a douchebag this guy was. So I was like, okay, so how much more money do you want? And it's at this point that he said to me, well, how much you got? Like, there are a few phrases that someone can say to you that lets you know how much of a monumental sack of shit they is. You already copyrighted all of my story times, and you're making residual money off of that. You're making all the money off of that. Like, I don't even get paid for my own stories. That's cool. I understand copyright. It happens. So then I call you up to make it right for you to still use your beat, and you tell me it's $200 to buy the license for the song, to which case I could use the beat freely, and I pay you that license, and then you still copyright me, and then I hit you up, you be like, yo, what's up? And then you like, well, I need more money. And then I'm like, but that's not the way that works. Because if I buy the license and I'm free to use the beat, that means I'm free to use it now. That's like me being in the 7-Eleven, picking out a bag of hot Cheetos, taking it up to the counter, and being like, all right, how much? And then he's like, $1.89. And I give him that, and then I reach for my bag of hot Cheetos, and he grabs it and he snatches it back. He's like, whoa, what are you doing? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I just paid for this. So I'm like, okay, well, how much? And then he's like, well, how much you got? This has gone from willing transaction to pretty much robbery in a way now, So then I'm like, okay, all right, never mind. I'm not gonna use your beat anymore. And can you send me back my money? Just send me back the $200 that I paid for the license of the song, since I didn't get that. So, just do that and we'll call it even. You know what I mean? Just send me back the money And that's when he started telling me about how he's been screwed over before in the music business. People are shady and shisty. And you guys would have a conversation with somebody. Yeah, I mean, and you just, and something about their story just doesn't seem right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just smells like they're full of shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe I have the Uchiha Sharingan. And then he's like, yeah, man, you know, hey, man, okay, so I'll talk to you later, man. I'm going to send you back the money. I'm going to send you the money. I got you. I'm going to send you the money. And then he got off the phone, and then he never took another one of my calls. So, yeah, that is why I won't be ever using his beat again. And if I ever run into anyone that needs music, I'll be sure to let them know not to use him. You know, if you're out there listening to this, Rex on the Beat, which you probably are, you ain't shit, you know, and I still want my $200 back because that's not cool. And it's pretty much stealing at that point. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you going to the grocery store to buy $50 worth of groceries, you handing them the $50 for the groceries, them stopping you, be like, whoa, what else you got? You know what I mean? Like, Rex on the Beat, the homie Rex on the Beat legitimately has the demeanor of the homeless people from South Park. Got any more? Or the homeless guy from the beginning of Scary Movie with Marlon Wayans in it. And it's like, oh my God, you're hungry, you're homeless. I got you. Here's a sandwich. Here's a nice sandwich. I said $1, bitch. And it throws the sandwich at her, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, I hope, you know, everything goes better for him. One thing I will say for you, Rex on the Beat, is if you've been shysted, which I honestly don't believe you now, because since you're a grimy person, you know, it's obvious that, you know, you get what you give. So it's obviously that you give griminess to people. You are grimy to people, so you get griminess back. That's grossly apparent now. But what I will say is, if you want a good experience, you have to give people a good experience. And there's no gooderest of an experience than someone paying you for something and then you giving your word after receiving money to give a service, and then not giving them the service and holding it hostage, and then holding said service hostage in order to unjustly get more money from them. But yo, hope you guys enjoyed this story. You know what I mean? This is an explanation as to why you will never see another Rex on the Beat beat on my channel. You know, the only way he could get more money from me is if he would allow me to pay him $15 to indulge into a poop eating contest, a never-ending poop eating contest, you know, and even, you know, he just has to keep eating it, you know, but other than that, you know, I will continue to find other beats. But hey, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, I mean, I am going to be spilling all of the tea next week. I want you guys to comment down below if you guys want the story of either Minnesota Boy, what really happened between Minnesota Boy and me, the whole quote unquote, and I'm doing the whole bunny ears thing while I'm doing this, fight that happened at VidCon a couple of years back, or if you guys want me to tell you the story about the next door neighbor slash shady realtor who stole $100,000 from me. He's still my neighbor at that house. I'm probably gonna go and get some video of him. You know what I mean? That way people can see what real shitty looks like. But yeah, you know, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. He's your boy BlastphamousHD. Twisms.